Like, this is fine. But we're gonna power through and just hope for the best. How are you feeling?
Good. They say this feels really nice. It's coming from the freezer.
Was your parade yesterday a little too intense?
Are you filming me?
No.
No, actually I'm just tired. I don't actually feel hungover.
Hey YouTube, welcome back to another video, welcome back to another vlog. So a 3,000 piece puzzle. It's already completed. Right there. It's all rolled up. We got this, we were in our first house when we moved here, weren't we? One of the first places that we were living when we moved here. So nearly 3 years ago, got a big puzzle and it is completed. You can see the photo here. But we've moved several times since, and obviously I've rolled it up. You got one of those puzzle mats and like a tube inside and you kind of roll it up. Now that we're going back to Dublin in a few weeks time for a couple of weeks, the plan is to dismantle it, bring it back and rebuild it when we're there, because I want to frame it and potentially epoxy resin over it. That's if I can source the materials, but we'll get it framed anyway, like get a board and get the frame around it.
How big is it?
It's quite big actually. Need to measure it out. But obviously you're thinking you're going to dismantle and rebuild it. We are, but we're cheating a little bit because we're going to take piece by piece and mark the back, so line by line, you know, like A1, A2, and then bag them up into their individual letters, etc. And then put it back in the box and bring it with us so that it's easier to build when we get there. First things first is let's get this unrolled and see how much of it is still intact. Okay, so it has to be done on the floor, obviously. We have to be really delicate with this. We have some casualties here. I think it should be fine. This is fine. You know, this is the majority of it, so. Well, that's fine. But we do have some casualties on this side because the green sort of fabric was actually a little too small for the puzzle. You can actually see it is massive, but that's fine. What we're going to do now is we're going to obviously count how many rows there are. So this will be A, B, C, D. Obviously we'll do, you know, A1, A2, etc. Then when we get to Z and we go on to the next one, because there's definitely more than 26 here, it'll be AA1, AA2. And then for these, if we can't really find a home for them, that's fine. It's easier to build a puzzle of miscellaneous, you know, 20 pieces on the side than the entire 3,000 piece puzzle itself. And a few here, but that's not too bad. And yeah, we completely forgot that it was face down because the way we had obviously done it on the board.
But actually that works better because we're
exactly
to write the numbers.
Right, it's time to get started. That is exhibit A of someone who's just stolen a Snickers bar from a convenience store. The cheekiest look to find the CCTV I've ever seen. I've got to keep my eyes on this one. Carry on with the video. Perfect. So we actually managed to build the sort of broken pieces, which makes life so much easier. We have 50 going up and obviously 60 across because that makes 3,000, so we'll need 50 bags. I don't know where to start. I mean, it doesn't make a difference where we start. We've got the plastic move. Now it's the painstaking writing down on each piece. So it's actually much easier than I thought. We'll just write the letters and numbers without taking the pieces off entirely, and then the wonderful bagger will bag them as I'm going along. Yeah, now we've just got to do this 3,000 times. Okay, That is all the single letter complete. God, what a tedious job. I moved it to the table as well because it's much easier on my back, but didn't realize how long it actually is taking. Had to kind of give it a break yesterday because we were going out for dinner, and yesterday was actually the new moon, so we went up to Barker's to stargaze a little bit, got a nice little time lapse there, and then came home because I didn't bring my 600mm lens with me. Came home and set it up on the balcony just before going to bed. Was out there for a couple hours, getting eaten alive by the mosquitoes. But Saturn and Jupiter were as clear as day. So I tried to see if I could see them, and I managed to capture both. And I think they look absolutely insane. My mind is just blown by what that 600mm lens can actually see. Love stargazing. Actually gonna be a bit of an astro week because we're heading to East End on Thursday. There's meteor showers at the moment happening, and they'll be in full force on Thursday. Saw a couple last night. They weren't shooting stars, they were fireballs. They were huge. Looking forward to that. Gotta get this done. Nearly there. Nearly there. Done and dusted. I think that must have been about 12 hours in total that it took to do that. Was it worth it? Yes, it will be once it's all complete, framed, and either epoxied or, I don't know, put plexiglass or glass on top of it. It's gonna look good and it's gonna be huge. I tell you, I'm glad that's over. Whew. Whoa. So there's a couple tropical depressions heading our way. It was blue skies, sunshine this morning, and then all of a sudden it was really windy. It's crazy how fast these things just blow in. I love it, it's so cool. And see how grey it is over there as well. I feel like I'm a news reporter for the weather. This is insane. Okay, so we got the big board for the back of the cabinets and for the inserts as well. Obviously we don't have a pickup truck or an SUV or anything like that, we've only got this, so it's got to go on the roof, but kind of making it as secure as possible. It's only a short drive home. Hooking on one of the ratchet straps to this, and I'll secure it to here, and we'll just pray that it works. So this is the most, I want to say, jankiest setups ever. Probably don't recommend doing this, but I kind of feel here anything goes. I have seen a lot worse. But we're gonna power through and just hope for the best. So far so good. The wind is catching it just a little bit. I mean, I'm holding it here with my hand. I think it's fine, but if I can manage to go this slow for the remainder of the journey, we should be golden. Taking all the back roads. As soon as we get onto the sort of the dual carriageway, you've got to speed up a little bit. I'm pretty confident that we should make it home just fine.
And I'm totally embarrassed.
You can't be embarrassed because no one's going to see you, because literally I can't see out the back, I can barely see out the front. Still got view of my wing mirrors, so that's all that matters. But
incoming rain.
yeah, and there's gusts of winds that are kind of little taking it, but this is the last home stretch. Okay, we've made it successful, but we've got to get over the bumps just in time.
And there's a bit of rain.
Because the rain is coming. Made it, no issues.
At least the rain didn't come down.
So that's it, now just to unhook it all and bring it inside. But I'm gonna get this unhooked pretty quickly because the clouds are really grey above us. I can't get this cable tie undone.
Never not working. He got a new tool today. New tool?
Yes. Jigsaw makes the world of difference. Kind of a no-brainer investment, I think.
Even there's light.
Yeah, it's a halo light. So the reason I got this one over the other one is because the angle on this is just one clip away. It's got the halo light and it's got variable speed.
Fancy.
Yeah, for what, it was an extra $6 for this. Place is a mess. A minefield full of cabinet drawers. We've got the big board cut, so here's the backing for the 3-drawer cabinet. And got it installed on this and all painted underneath there. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. We're nearly there. Final hurdles, waiting for these to dry. And I have, actually I'll show you this. Just a bit of wood filler drying at the moment, but got the board installed there as well. So that's looking good, and got another 2 coats on top of that. Once I sand all these down, we'll give it one more coat, install the drawers. So I think what we're waiting for now, the legs for this one, and we've got fabrics. Each drawer is gonna have an insert. We're gonna have like nice black suede. So we're waiting for that fabric, and we're waiting for the legs to come, which will probably be here next week. And then that's it, time to sell them then after that. It's been a long process, it's just kind of gathering all the bits and pieces, shipping stuff in, etc. It's been fun, it's been enjoyable. It'll be also nice to have our living area kitchen back. But, extremely tired. We had 2 hours of pickleball this morning. 2 hours, and we were up late during the week as well, so obviously Thursday we popped around to East End. It was a late one. We were just watching the meteor showers, a lot of shooting stars, a couple fireballs in there as well. I set up the camera for a time lapse and got this unbelievable shot. I was lucky that the tree didn't cover it entirely, so I was happy I got that. I think that's it for this week. I'll sign off, say my goodbyes, and then I'll leave you with the time lapse of the other night. I want to thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed, maybe consider doing so. Gems falling around all over the place. These gems from Katie's costume last week. Finding them everywhere. Anyway, if you haven't subscribed, maybe consider doing so, and hit the bell notification so you're notified every time I upload a video. If you did enjoy the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, because that definitely helps the YouTube algorithm. And until next week, I'll see you then. Cheers. You're still here? Go away! You've already seen the time lapse. Go! Bye! Bye!